My name is JC, and my husband and I bought an 8-acre horse farm where we homestead, run our nonprofit organization utilizing horses for therapy, and I make handcrafted soap with our goat's milk. We have a huge challenge here at Steadfast with pasture management, so I'm going to show you a creative way that we're doing to apply regenerative farming in small spaces to create healthy soil, healthy animals, and sustainability. You'll have to have a space for your animals to graze and to be safe. So an enclosed area, which this area I'm in right now is one of our smaller paddocks. We actually have 2 herds on dry lots. So between the other 2 herds we have to utilize 4 pastures, 4 paddocks, and rotate them. But today I'm going to show you a way that you can maximize the space by doing one simple thing. And one of the names it's known by is Pony Paddock Paradise. And I'll show you how we're doing it. This paddock here we call paddock 2. Over there is paddock 1. These are our 2 herds that we do rotate on the other 4 pastures or paddocks that we have. They have a hay feeder that we can bring a round bale in from the outside without coming in here. And today my husband and our friend Chad finished doing these metal posts with these clips so that we can do electric tape. We've also created a space where we can continue to have the stretch of the tape be released so we can drive straight through to the other paddock, to the other pasture, and deliver a hay bale as well. Ideally, what we'd like to do in a situation with a homestead is you have certain animals go through a paddock or a pasture and move on to another clean area of fresh pasture, and behind them you bring your chickens to clean that up. So we're kind of doing a mini system in that sense, but creating an environment that horses enjoy and they're just built for doing in the wild is a track system. So we have our main fence, and we have what we're creating an inner field. Around the main fence to the inner field will now be a track system. We got to clean some area up because there's a tree in the way right now. But once we cut this back, they'll have a pathway here as well, an electric fence here. And what that does is it keeps horses moving. They will travel around, and we can put maybe some logs over one side to get them to lift their legs up and move just like they would in the wild, and maybe put some alfalfa hay at one corner or some treats they have to flip something over to find. Horses really need mental stimulation. Just standing in a stall or standing in a paddock really is unhealthy for a horse, both physically and mentally. Now what this does with the inner field, we can close it off and let the grass grow. We open it up when we want them to graze, and we close it off after a few days, and then they still have their track system to walk around, to roll. We have like a loafing area over there. They can get their hay, their water, but the intention is to keep them walking, to have fresh pasture for them, and also be able to utilize this pasture double than what it's being used for right now. So here I am standing in the middle of the paddock that's going to be enclosed and open when we want them to graze. The good thing is when it is open for them to graze, they can still go out and get their hay, get their water, walk around the track system. It really creates a healthy movement for the horse and creates a healthy ground for them to graze. Right now you can take a look at this ground, and it has been overused, overrun, and it really creates a high acid environment within the soil, and it doesn't create very good grass or very good natural environment for them to graze on. Now, what else we're putting in here as a trial, as a test, is kind of like the same system you would do if you were moving a herd of, say, cows and then following with chickens, is we are going to put a small chicken coop in here, like 6 chickens, maybe a rooster, and actually be able to have them come in. So once the horses are out, or they can do it when they're in, the chickens will come out and spread out that manure and help to fertilize the soil. And it just creates, again, a nice system, a little mini system in one single paddock. Pretty good. you can actually go to your county and get a soil test and be able to test your soil. Your soil should be a pH of 6.5 and higher if you have alfalfa in the mix, like 7.0. You get a good read, and then you can adjust and do every year to see what your soil needs. But with this rest that this center paddock's gonna get the rest of the winter, we're not gonna open it up and let them in. Hoping to do seed. Fall is the best time to do seed, but we will probably do some seed early spring, let it sit, let it grow. Now again, these horses, the 2 horses that are in this paddock, will get moved to another paddock. They still rotate, but now we have, in a sense, instead of 4 fields, we have 8 systems working for us, and that is really positive and something we can do to continue to improve the health of our land, of our soil, because healthy soil makes healthy animals. All right, so it's the next day and we're working on the gate portion. Hi there, Amber, you ready for dinner? This one's stripped out, so they have to put a different one on so they can run the top part to the gate opening. We left a good amount of space here to be able to bring horses in safely, and a good area where they can loaf around. And this will be like a dry lot. The outside of it will be like a dry lot. And then this is where we're going to be really focusing in on the quality of grass, and we can put all kinds of, you know, seeds in here that we want, alfalfa and orchard grass, all of that. And they could do a couple days of grazing and then a couple days off, so it doesn't get worn down, typical, you know, paddock would, as you can see, of all the rain and everything we've had. Well, she got herself in through the one that we don't have the stretchy electric on yet. They're putting in the ground now. Okay, well, the sun is setting behind me, guys. It is up. The only thing we need to get is the 2 stretchy pieces that are going to be where the gate is. They only had 2 in the store, so we got them on the top. We just need to do 1 in the bottom. So follow along. We'll let you know how this works. I got to get a little mini chicken coop to go in here so the chickens can man the poop. For the most part, we're going to just test it out and see, and then we'll start building the rest of the paddocks. And guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and like, subscribe, and share, and stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe so you can see how we grow grass in here and how we help this benefit our soil here at Steadfast and our horses. Thanks so much. God bless. Bye.